Hello, my lovely darling Cancers. I don't know why I wanted to say darling. I don't know if that means anything already, but let's dive into your reading, my lovelies. This is going to be for the 1st to the 7th, so happy birthday to my Cancer babies out there. But anyway, let's dive into your reading, my angels. Let's see. Let's see if my lovely Cancerian spirit. All right, let's see. Okay, finally. It took a while for the cards to come out, and actually I've not even noticed. Sometimes it happens, but in the last readings I've done, I've not had to wait for the cards like that. So maybe you're waiting for something or things are taking some time. You have Observer and a leg up. This is an interesting combination because the Observer says that this week you're really going to be focusing a lot on your future, where you want to go, where you want to settle down, where you want to be in however long, maybe in a year's time, a few months' time. You're just thinking about the future. The Fox is looking at the moon, wondering, how am I going to get there? The leg up card is really about having to depend or rely on others at this time. It's a time of vulnerability, allowing yourself to, again, be vulnerable and rely on others to maybe get you to this goal. Or again, it could just be a separate message saying that maybe at the moment you're having to be vulnerable and allow other people to help you or take the reins to help lead in some way. And in the meantime, you're thinking about your dreams and goals. It could go either way. But yeah, that's all I have for you already. Why is this light turning off? It seems really dark now. Hold on a second, guys. I will sort that out in a minute. All right, let's see for my lovely Cancerians. For Cancer, please, Spirit. You have another 2. Rest and rejuvenation. So very similar to the fact that maybe at the moment you feel like things aren't moving for you. I'm just going to quickly fix that. It's probably going to go off again. I don't know why it's doing that because it's plugged in. Rest and rejuvenation, similar to the leg up. I think at the moment you're regaining your strength before you can do something. I don't know if you're healing and it's a health thing or if it's like a internal healing that you guys are dealing with. Rest and rejuvenation is important this week. Make sure that you are... I'm just feeling meditating is good. Like you need fresh things, or maybe that's to do with food. I don't know. Or I don't know. It's something about like fresh air. Some of you need fresh air. Okay, make sure you go out there, go out into nature, go and meditate there, or go for a walk. Okay, maybe you guys might benefit from just having like a daily walk, or I don't know, adding that to your routine. And you have Angel of Strength. And that's where I was saying, I think you're regaining your strength, internal strength, whatever it is, to be able to achieve a certain dream and goal. I'm hearing, don't sleep on what you've got on. There's a phrase when you say like, don't sleep on something. It means like, don't overlook the importance of something that you currently have in your energy. Maybe you're not, it's an egg. So this kind of feels like there is something that is going to hatch for you guys. I'm aware that my thing has completely frozen in your reading. Hello? So sorry about that. I think I might have to edit that out. I don't know. That was a bit annoying. But anyway, I'll have to check up on the footage and if it's fine. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying not to sleep on something. Don't overlook the importance of something. So because you have an egg here, I don't know what's going on in your reading and why things are really getting corrupt. That's so strange. Maybe you have some spirits around you. What is going on, Cancer? It feels like something's trying to interfere. And it's freezing again. This is what is going on. My phone camera is bugging out. Like it keeps coming off and disconnecting and reconnecting again. I like the reading, so I am going to carry on with the messages. So you're just going to have to deal with this bad quality lighting. My apologies, Cancer. So the Observer card coming through for you. Again, the egg represents something that is going to hatch eventually. So maybe you can't see the importance of something, but it feels like you're going to get a reward for this current situation that you have going on. Like something will hatch and maybe might actually help you out to get to where it is that you want to go. So don't sleep on your current position. It's a really good time to, again, learn about vulnerability, learn about resting and healing and gaining strength, so that later on, like I'm seeing someone with really heavy boots, you gain strength and now you're able to really ground yourself moving forward. That's what I feel like that means. So let's carry on. I'm not going to touch anything anymore because I don't want this to continue to bug out in this video, but let's see. You have bittersweet, or more, and completion. That's an interesting combination. So bittersweet is kind of feeling like this week, again, there's going to be like a mixture of energies. Oh, this lighting is bugging me out, Cancer. I hope it's okay for you. Like when I'm moving the cards, maybe I'll keep it here because it goes dark. It kind of feels like, again, maybe the situation that you're in, there is something bitter, but there is also something sweet that comes along with it. Some of you, they have like a birthday cake here. I don't know if you can, I will bring it forward so you can see. Some of you, that, I mean, your birthday could be an anniversary, something that's, I don't know, maybe there's some, I'm hearing an anniversary, or, you know, a memory maybe of a passing of someone might be happening at the moment. Super specific message, but you could really be reflecting about the ending of something or going through it. But also trying to celebrate something good at the same time. The same with maybe being vulnerable. That's never easy. It's never easy, especially if you're a super independent, or you know, you have a lot of pride and want to do things for yourself. Maybe at the moment, again, if you're having to rely on someone else to help you, that's a bit bitter, but it's a bit sweet because, you know, you have support. You're able to be vulnerable. You're able to heal whilst, you know, you're going through something. So I kind of feel like that's the energy that's coming through for you. You do have this beautiful dove bird, so that could be a sign for some of you of peace. And that's someone who has passed over is in peace for some of you, because I will say we have a lot of interruption in your reading. So there could definitely be a spirit here just saying to you as a message that they are at peace. Okay. So completion coming through. Not only is this what I've just said it does kind of bring up the Ten of Swords vibes of the fact that you've gone through an ending of some kind. Now a new beginning is starting to happen. It's time to put something to rest. Okay. Let's move forward. For Cancer, please. Eagle has your back. A spirit has your back. I didn't know I said eagle has your back. Sorry. What's going on today for you guys? Okay, so eagle spirit. This is interesting because it feels like spirit has a bird's eye view. Well, they do. And they're just reminding you that they're able to see the path ahead. So trust in the universe. They do have your back. They are ready to bring you opportunities. It's almost like I'm seeing you're walking the path, and the eagle is the soaring above you and is able to see things before you're able to see things. So trust that it's guiding you in the right place. Trust that the universe has your back here. And yeah, it's taking you someplace. That's what it feels like. Let's get you some whispers of love for Cancer, please. You have the Union of Hearts, which does kind of signify romance. A love connection defies explanation. So this does seem to be highlighting a romantic interest. Okay, this is definitely like a soulmate. They wanted me to slow that down, like they are a soul mate. This is somebody who knows your soul, or your souls connect and they know each other. So maybe things don't make sense. Maybe you just met the person, but you know, I feel like something, well, as it said, something is defying explanation and logic. It just makes sense to the heart. So follow that. Okay. So for some of you could be meeting a soulmate, or again, are going to, or already have. Let's get you a keyword. I don't know why they wanted the light off. because it seemed like when I put it back on, then my footage was freezing. It's not done that since, so it's so weird. Cancer, please. Service. You are of service this week, and maybe even again accepting service from others. This says, I feel good when I can help others. But do you know what, Cancer? Specifically for those who this message applies to, you can only help others when you help yourself. All right. And maybe you're not in a position where you're strong enough or you know, healthy enough or whatever it is. You're not in your 100%. I don't know what they mean by that. If it's mentally, emotionally, I don't know, but it's about filling up your own cup first so that you can help even more people after that. Okay, it's like, make sure you're prioritizing yourself at the moment, which might be difficult because I'm clearly speaking to some very selfless people. Let's see, for my lovely Cancerians, let's get some more messages. Trust. Like we said with the eagle, Spirit is calling for you to trust. You have signs. Pay attention to the signs. Spirit is speaking to you. And healing. This is a week to focus on healing your inner child, healing something, whether it's your health or whatever, or, you know, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It's almost like you're laying down here and somebody else is kind of listening to you or healing you or looking out for you in some way. Okay. Let's dive into your tarot, my angels. We're going to get 3 cards for the overall energy of you and the week. Okay. King of Cups. All right, this is nice. This is emotional maturity, staying on top of your feelings, which I think is very nice. Being a master of your emotions. This could be, okay, for some of you, this could be a love interest that's important for you guys this week. Again, it feels like someone who you're able to, you know, talk to. Someone who, I mean, for some of you, it could even be like a therapist, but it does feel like somebody who's able to give you advice. If this is outside of yourself, someone who you can be emotionally vulnerable with. For others of you, this again is your energy this week. You're learning to be one with your feelings and emotions, but not allow them to drag you under. You know, you're in control of them, not the other way around. You also have the Page of Pentacles. So this week you could be learning something new or doing something that's outside of your comfort zone. The Page of Pentacles is about kind of like studying something. And if it's not actual studies, then it is about being an apprentice of life. You know, you're learning, as you're stepping into something new and taking the first steps into some place or something, you're in a new environment and you're observing everything around you. So it's a really good time to be a student of life, of anything, and to learn through what it is that you're going to be experiencing this week, okay? And definitely dive into some knowledge if you want. You also have the 8 of Wands here as well. So there could definitely be some movement happening this week. This is about things finally moving in the right direction. Obstacles are being lifted. So even if it doesn't feel like it, it's really important to remember that there is movement happening. Even if you're not moving, things are moving. All right. It feels like the energy around you is going in one direction, like a breeze. I'm sensing a breeze. So yeah, there could be travel coming up for you guys here as well. Let's have a little look and see what the challenges might be this week. 7 of Wands. Okay. Fighting some battles. You have the Fool. And another challenge is the 9 of Swords, which is about like anxieties and worries, doubts and fears. So 7 of Wands coming through. Your challenge this week is feeling like there's a lot going up against you, or feeling like you're having to defend yourself in some way. This could be in terms of life, feeling like there's so many obstacles coming up that's preventing you from doing something, or whatever it might be. The good thing about this card, it says, despite what things look like and despite the odds, you are going to have success. That's because you're not giving up on yourself and you're still pushing forward with something. Okay, so I love that. That's the challenge. It's just about staying consistent and still pushing forward and believing in your abilities to push forward. You do have the Fool card as well in your challenge position. So for some of you, a new beginning or taking a leap of faith or trusting, because actually this card is about trusting spirit and where they're guiding you and calling you towards. That could be A little bit of a challenge for you guys this week is that trust. It is that kind of blind trust with the universe. So again, it feels like you're being taken somewhere that might be a bit of a detour for you. But again, that eagle is like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I see. I'm taking you somewhere good. The Fool, also just be aware this week of, like I'm hearing mindless or reckless decision making. The Fool, as you can see, we never really speak about it during the readings, but she's really distracted and she's not really seeing what's in front of her. So make sure that you're not making mindless decisions or taking a leap of faith on a whim. Make sure that what you're doing is something you feel called towards doing, someplace that you feel like the universe is pushing you towards, rather than just, I'm just going to go and do this instead. Okay. Just look where you're going is what they're saying here. And then you also have the Nine of Swords, which is, again, that overthinking. It's the fears, it's the doubts, it's the anxieties, it's the worries, it's, worst case scenarios. So one thing I would say is to get out of your head. All right. Just as much as it can be beneficial to think about worst case scenarios because it helps us feel a bit more comfortable with the unknown, it is kind of dragging down your energy and your aura. I'm hearing your aura. So don't allow that darkness to win. Don't allow those thoughts and fears to get in the way of you pushing forward and you trusting the universe here. Okay. Let's grab you some advice cards. Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. And the Sun is here. Really amazing stuff is coming your way. So your advice is almost like focus on the good things. Six of Wands coming through. Again, it is that victory, being up on a high horse, being led towards victory. Okay, coming out the war successfully, being recognized for your hard work and effort. So again, it's going to pay off for you. The key word is victory, having support around you. You have the Eight of Cups coming through as well. So as an advice card, this is about leaving things behind that do not fulfill you emotionally. That can be things, but it can also be thoughts. All right, this can actually link back to that anxiety. It's not fulfilling for you to feel that way, to overthink situations. So it's a really good time to kick that habit to the curb. That's what I'm feeling like. So Eight of Cups, let go, detach, walk away from anything that is upsetting you or is not fulfilling enough for you. Okay, this is a really good time to focus on, and this is another part of your advice, on your legacy. Okay, thinking about your future, that place you want to be when you're super stable and you have everything you could ask for. What does that look like? What does that feel like to focus on it? Because you are going to have it. Six of Wands is about you walking towards success, but it does feel like there's something that you have to let go of. That is kind of maybe disturbing something here. I'm going to clarify what the Eight of Cups is about, what you're walking away from. Ace of Pentacles, you could be walking away from, this is usually about like a new beginning. It could be like a financial offer that you guys are moving away from. It could be, that's so interesting. And the Two of Wands is here, which is very similar to the Observer card. You might be giving something up so that you can like live a dream. Like that's what it feels like. So whether you're quitting your job or, you're kind of letting go of maybe like financial stuff because it's not fulfilling. You'd rather do something that you love to do, which is still going to lead towards an abundance, by the way. But you're letting go of that safety net, maybe even as well. Okay. And you will be extremely happy. Okay. And let's get some outcomes for the week. Temperance, take your time. All right. Don't be in a rush to move forward. Make sure that you're loving the journey. Make sure that you are being grounded, resting. Okay. Like we've said, healing, bringing harmony into the present moment. Outcomes for the week. The Tower. And one more. Two of Swords and the Hermit. This is about making a decision based on not just your intuition, but like your higher self. Because the Hermit is like been there, done that. I always see this sometimes as your, the version of yourself who's already been through life, and is able to kind of look back at these times that you're in currently. It's a bit trippy, but that's what it is. So I feel like you guys need to call upon your future self who is in the position that, is in the future that you're dreaming about. This is where, like, what's the word for it? Where it's like, is it dimensions? Is it like in a timeline shift almost? By embodying this future self, making decisions as if you're this future self is really how you're going to get there. Making decisions based on your wisdom and your knowledge is also just as important. Looking at a decision from a higher perspective, using your intuition and not a biased opinion. It's very important. So detaching a little bit from what you would choose, but choosing from a place of, again, you've already got what you wanted. Does that make sense? I don't know. So Temperance and the Tower. The Tower is about something that is kind of destructive. So sometimes this can be like an epiphany and you realize, I've been blocking my own path. Oh my goodness. And that's a little bit destructive, because now you have to understand that you have to let go of something. And that's coming up in the same, right next to the Eight of Cups. So I feel like maybe the Tower is, again, walking away from something. It could lead to this Tower moment, this kind of falling apart of something. Let's clarify. Can you clarify the Tower, please? The Ten of Cups. The Tower and the Ten of Cups is not bad. It feels like whatever is falling away is not in alignment to that Ten of Cups. And for some of you, this could actually be like unexpected happiness coming up for you guys this week as well. It feels like whatever is caused, again, like dissatisfaction, they are falling out the building. They have no place there anymore. And which is kind of leading towards some sort of peace. Temperance. Take your time. Whatever it is you're working on, practicing, healing, putting work towards, if it's your finances, if it's a job, take your time with it. There's no need to rush something. Kind of they're showing me things like, phrases like Rome wasn't built in a day, and, specifically about not rushing something. You can't rush perfection, or, something, whatever it is you're working on, even if it's internal, is something clearly that's very important. If you're studying, if you're learning something, if you're building a business, if you are building incredible finances, or whatever it is you're building on, even if it's a home, like, it's almost like take your time with it. Like, it's a very beautiful energy actually this week, that you are going to see progress. You are going to enjoy what it is you're putting your time and energy into if you are present. The moment you put pressure on yourself about the future, and I need to rush, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, you might actually affect the quality of work or quality of life. Okay? So maybe that's what the Tower card is about. Like, something is very much divine interventions coming in, giving you enlightenment, or giving you something, or something's happening completely outside of your control that's going to give you this happiness. What's this decision? The Two of Swords. The Moon. The Moon is about the unknown. So for some of you, again, this choice is to do with the unknown, or again, it could be to do with maybe dealing with the subconscious mind. Sometimes this is what comes up for me with that, especially with the Nine of Swords. I think you're really cutting out overthinking or certain worries or certain fears that maybe you got through your life, So whatever has been holding you back, specifically in your mind and in your subconscious mind, what you've learned through the years that's caused you to be fearful or play it small in life or whatever, this feels like it's something that you're really healing from. And it comes from kind of like making a decision through your intuition and not from the anxiety, Does that make sense? Anyway, I love your reading. It is quite empowering, I will say. It is a really good energy to be in, and a good week, clearly, that's coming up for you guys. Just make sure you are trusting in the universe. I feel like that's the main message here. Apologies for the quality of video. I was not going to mess around with spirit. If they want the light off, then I'll turn it off. I don't know what that was about, and disconnecting my camera was just so extreme and dramatic. But anyway, I don't know if it means something to you guys, but anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have an amazing week. I wish you guys all the best. Please let me know if this reading did resonate with you, because I love to read the comments and make sure that you are putting it there. But But aside from all that, I hope to see you guys next time. All right.